Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today, finally wrapping up the new title update for Lost Snowmen and going for the last two achievements. So make sure you head on over to Hill's Lunch, as these are also going to be done in this mode. This is going to take place on the last level, which is going to be Night Berries. The goal for this one is to grab 25 berries and then outlast a minute and 20 seconds. So this one's going to play similar to the last stage, however, you're going to have 4 buttons to work with instead of 2 this time. So you're going to have the 2 red buttons, which are going to control the platforms beneath you. These are going to be your typical block holders, so make sure you try to clear those before the blocks start stacking up too high. You're also going to have the green buttons, which are going to have a timer on them. The way these are going to work is you can punch them, and that should clear the platform in the middle. The platform in the middle is also going to be a block catcher, so you want to make sure you try to clear it before too many blocks stack on it. But obviously, it's also going to be the obstacle that keeps you from the opposite side of the stage you are on. So it's going to be to your detriment that you try to keep it down at all times. The situation that you want to avoid is going to be you being on one side of the stage and then having a bunch of good drops on the other. So make sure you try to micromanage that middle platform the best you can. While doing this, make sure you don't let the bottom platforms get too out of hand and just focus on clearing all 3. So just make sure you keep this in mind and make sure you look for those big bounty drops. This one is going to be a little luck dependent because, again, you want to hope that the good drops are going to drop on your side more often than the opposite side that is currently locked to you. So just make sure you keep that in mind and you should be able to hit those milestones a-okay. 25 berries and a minute and 20. It is going to be quite long, especially compared to the last 2 stages, but you should be able to keep up with this. Thankfully, we don't have any enemies to deal with during this stage, so it's all going to be about micromanaging those platforms to the best of your ability. So just keep up at it, and then eventually you should be able to hit those 2 milestones. Once you do, feel free to end the game by any means. Either let the game end on its own, or make sure you end it yourself. Whatever the case, once you hit the results screen with the desired outcome, you should be good for both achievements. First one up is going to be Sugar Moth for 200 gamer score. And then the other one is going to be the Buttons Manager achievement, and that one's also going to be for 200 gamer score. That should do it for the update. Hopefully you have your recompletion here. And that's all there is to it.